Okay, everybody. We're in the home stretch now. The only thing left to do is get the money for our rent. And apparently buy an Alex doll to see if the beard actually grows. So, despite our impending eviction, we need to get the Alex figurine. From cult classic video game Y2K, his beard grows in real time. Okay. Yep, we got what we want. All right. I think it's that thing right there. All right. Let's check the news. Street race. The Motor City District leaves 2 dead. The Motor City District is notorious for the number of illegal street races it sees each week. The dozen of injured drivers it leaves every year. This time it has been reported that 2 people died during a race hosted at the Gate Highway, otherwise known as the Death Lane. The Transit Police is currently investigating the deaths as well as the underground world of illegal street racing. We have several suspects in regards to who is running this underworld. Blah. Off to a great start, people. We have several suspects in regards to who is running this underworld, but nothing concrete as of yet. Chief of the Transit Police Department, Jay Esposito, told the Augmented Eye, "The death of these 2 youngsters will be the last, however, that's a promise." I've heard there's a defamation campaign against the district, though. You won't believe what happens in this cartoon. Cartoons are not for children. They're still largely colorful, but the themes they touch have become rather dark. In fact, every cartoon on air today has dark themes. It's come to the point where innocent animated characters are no longer a thing. I suppose children are young adults from birth now. But enter Touch Fluffy Tail, a new show that aims to challenge the current trend. No deep lore, no obscure adult references, no stupid deep plots, just fun with numbers and fluffy tales, said a TFT producer who asked to remain anonymous to avoid internet backlash. I don't want death threats for making a cartoon for actual kids. Always, touch your tail if I want it. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. I understand where he's coming from. Glitch City Olympics returns next year. Also, wait, hold on. Can we just talk about how much of a great clickbait title that is? You won't believe what happens in this cartoon. And you're like, oh, it's something shocking. No, it's actually just something perfectly fine. That's so silly. All right, Glitch City Olympics return next year. For the 10th consecutive year, the GC Olympics return to the emblematic Super Silver Thunderdome. This time with a representative from an elusive country of Kanye-vania. Prime Minister Quincy, who is in charge of the committee, told the Augmented Eye that it wasn't easy getting in touch with Kanye, and that we have to abide by some of his religious rules in order to see some of their best competitors come to the country. Kanye-vania's main religion, Kanyeism, prohibits the existence of nanomachines inside the body, and as such, competitors from said country had to perform specific treatments in order to repel the swarm. It's a temporary solution, but it will do the trick. Okay. So, there's an entire country, nay, and a religion, based around the concept that of Kanye West? I don't know. That's a weird one. I don't really know what to do with that one. It's a little odd. All right. Enough introspection. Let's go to work. 726. Good evening. Hey, Gil's in the back sorting an ingredient shipment. I got things to do. The dog's in charge, okay? Bye. What? Wait, the dog's what? Okay, first order, pet me. No. Pet me. No. I'm in charge and I want you to pet me. just ignore it. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Hey, Jay. Won't pet you. You'll pet me sooner or later. They all do. Won't. Will. You called? He said Will, not Jill. Gil. Nah. Ah. Who the hell is Will? Nobody. Don't be rude with poor Will. There's no Will! Didn't even just psych you up then? Shut up! Who, me or Will? Ah! You go back to whatever you were doing. Alright? And you stand by. Only if you pet me. Go! The fuck just happened? Well, aren't we spirited today? Oh, great. Here we go. Virgilio? Why do you sound so weirded out? You didn't show up with a bombastic soliloquy. Well, putting up an act can be tiring, you know. So it's all an act then. Wasn't it obvious? I guess. Would you mind getting me a Bleeding Jane? Sure. What's up, Bleeding Jane? So, yeah, it seems like there might be more to Virgilio than initially thought. Who could have guessed? I didn't guess. I surely didn't guess. Alright. Blend that stuff. Come on, get that sweet blend going. There we go. Bleeding Jane. Yes, this is just the thing. So tired. And no, I'm not dropping the voice just because he's no longer putting on an act. Tired of putting on an act. Care to explain? It's a long story, and I'd honestly rather not talk about it right now. Fair enough. What made you change your mind, though? Well, for one thing, it's safer for me now. The pompous buffoon act was mostly a way to avoid raising suspicion. Safer? It's a word that's been losing meaning lately. Wait, that was your way of avoiding suspicion? Yes. You do know how weird that sounds, right? It sounds weird. Nothing about you sounds weird, Virgilio. You try not to raise suspicion, but you act in a bombastic manner that screams you're there. And everyone dismisses the fool as a buffoon and moves on. Nani? I mean, you might be right if I were talking about hiding myself, but I'm avoiding certain crowds of people. Yes, my behavior might call everyone's attention, but then everyone just decides I'm harmless and disregards me. And depending on how erratic my actions are, I become harder to read, giving me yet another layer of enigma. Well, congrats. No offense, but I fell right into your plan. I just dismissed your actions as those of a fool and moved on. You completely fooled me. Thanks. Say, can you give me something spicy? Sure. Something spicy. Do I even have a... I do have a spicy drinks. I mean, I could just give him another Bleeding Jane, but what about a Bloom Light? That sounds pretty good. It's unnecessarily brown. I feel like I've said that at least once before in this entire play. Aged on the rocks and mixed. Putting everything together, you get a Bloomin' Light. Here. Aren't you fascinated by spiciness? What's spicy for humans might not be spicy for other animals. Hell, what's toxic for us might not be for other creatures. Do you like spicy things, bartender? I don't mind them, I guess, but I'm not really a fan. I'm a fan, though. I love spicy food. It's so spicy. That natural stance is actually weird to come across. Everyone either loves spicy things or hates them with passion. Do you like it? Lots! Not only in regards to painful spicy things, but also the way mild or slight spice adds to a meal. Exactly what I'm talking about. This man knows exactly. He is a true hot connoisseur. I've always had this dream of opening a curry stand. As things are, I might actually pursue that dream. Let me know if you do. I haven't had curry in ages now. Hey, bartender. Call me Jill. I wanted to apologize. Huh? You put up with me all this time without lashing out. I should apologize for my behavior and thank you at that. Don't worry, I actually feel like I was too rude to you last time you came. Granted, you came at a really bad time, but I should be the one apologizing. You're a client after all. Well, don't. I'm actually surprised that nobody else has violently lashed out at me yet. You're making me curious as to who you really are, though. Is Virgilio even your real name? It might be. It might not. Sometimes I wonder if I'm a magnet for people who hide their identities in sordid pasts. Gil, Jamie, you. Did you say something? Just rambling, pay me no mind. Now that I think about it, how did you find this bar? I was avoiding some chaps and came to this alley. Huh, again. Again? In my time here, I've heard avoided people and ended up here enough times to make me believe that the original owner built the bar here thinking about the runaway public. You make me sound like a criminal. You're not helping. The expression runaway doesn't just mean people escaping the law, though. We've had people avoiding stalkers or solicitors. I've seen people more shocked by an insistent salesman than a shady figure. Maybe because the salesman is a more active predator? I don't know. Troublesome part of the city right near the shopping district. Troublesome part of the city right near the shopping district. Huh. Let them know there's a bar and they'll come. Just a weird line. Sorry, I should stop rambling to myself so much. I don't mind it. Do you think I'm sort of... Do you think I'm sort of... Wow. Last third of the game, the grammar starts just shitting the bed. Do you think I'm sort of criminal, though? I'm sure they meant some sort of criminal. Like I said, you're not implying. But you're not... What am... Now I'm reading badly. You're not helping. But for all I know, you might be the buffoon I've seen the other days. In any case, can I get something bitter here? On it. Yeah, Virgilio is one of those guys who's like, he's so totally tricking you all the times. Let's go with something. Let's go with the Grizzly Temple. He's so obviously tricking you, and yet it's so very easy to fall for it. To the point where when he comes forward as being just kind of a guy, it's like, huh. So he goes from being like one of the most aggravating characters to being like just kind of a dude, you know? It's great. I love it. This works. Do you like coffee, Miss Bartender? As weird as it may sound from a smoking bartender, no, I don't. Well, I get it. It's not for everyone. That cat boomer the other day. What about her? Still scared of her? Not really, but she looks so familiar. Maybe you're mixing her up with another cat boomer? No, that's not it. It's like the bandage girl last time. Even with the bandages, there's just something really familiar about her. Mysterious cuts just happened. Someone appeared to have been knocking on my front door. Don't know who they were, don't care. Where were we? Stop thinking about crazy things, Virgilio. Answers usually come to you when you stop stressing out. You might be right. Well, I leave you for now, bartender. Thanks for everything. Please come again. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hello, Mr. Detective. And here we are, another mute person wandering into the bar. I better make sure my stuff's good. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Anything I can get you? Gut punch. Okay. Gut punch for a silent detective. I'll just one make a gut punch. Put in some Bronson extract. Now that we're in the end chapter of the story, we're going to be getting a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? Revelations. A lot of storylines being resolved and a lot of characters being seen for the last time. Oh, you got it right. So, what's up now? A bit of holiday blues, you could say. So, you celebrate Mega Christmas? Why wouldn't I? You look more like a Festivus kind of guy. Why does everyone keep saying that? Well, Festivus is a celebration going against the capitalist madness that is Mega Christmas. And you know, cheapskate. If you have something to say, say it. I'll refrain. Although, now that I think about it, Holiday Blues is not really tied to a specific celebration. Just the season. A season of consumerist craze. Mega Christmas is just a mockery of what the real Christmas once was. I mean, the season has slowly become enslaved to the corporations over time. Holiday spirit can only be manipulated so much. But then came that turbo male guy. He started a yearly tradition of dressing up like Santa in the ring. It's happening, folks. Turbo male, that can't be his ring name. It is. Really? Such a tacky name was accepted? His partner was Buster Master, and his rival was Dr. Chris Max. Tacky names were not a problem. I mean, I knew there was a wrestler that dressed as Santa every year. I also knew that the guy became insanely popular and the stunt got out of control. And, of course, that's the part everyone sings about. Santa became Nega Santa thanks to the Redmond family. Nega Santa sees the error of his ways and becomes the mighty Mega Santa, renaming the holiday Mega Christmas. And then every company jumped on the bandwagon and Christmas was Mega Christmas before anyone noticed. I can't. Every time I hear it, it's so amazing. They turned Christmas into Mega Christmas because of a wrestling event. Oh man, it's too much. So you're telling me that the guy who somehow managed to rename the holiday went by the ring name Turbo Male? Which, actually, if I'm thinking about it now, I think this is all supposed to be a reference to Jingle All the Way, which had Turbo Man, Booster, and I cannot for the life of me remember the name of the villain from that. But it was probably Doctor something. Yup. That makes the whole holiday sound like a joke. Because it is, Jill. The holiday is a joke. And you're telling me you don't celebrate Festivus? No, I don't. Do you know what kind of people celebrate Festivus? The kind that's so lame and bland that they can only talk about how they're better because they celebrate Festivus. Like those jerks who only eat Nuke and think they're better than everyone else. I see. Anything else I can get you? Get me a Fringe Weaver, will you? Sure. Let's get me a Fringe Weaver. But I'm not even trying to underplay wrestling in any way. Because wrestling is one of those things that even outside of it, people know some stuff that goes on. You know? Just by, osmosis and getting information about wrestling. But the idea that some wrestler becomes Mega Santa and has this, an arc so meaningful that not only do corporate people come in and decide we're gonna market this shit outside of wrestling, but everyone around them flocks to it? It's the best. Right, thanks. So, any issues with the city lately? What's the word on the street? Shouldn't I be asking that? There's nothing new, really. The lynchings of White Knights stopped, so there's that. Really? Something about the armor. I haven't gotten much on that one yet. All in all, the menace following the attack on the bank seems to have settled down a bit. That's good to hear. Have any other details about the attack emerged yet? It's a good thing I left the whole wrestling on since we're talking about it so much. All records of whatever happened there have been long deleted. Security cams, system logs, everything was wiped. Whatever happened there, it's become even more of a mystery now. I wonder if Say plans on testifying. Does anyone know if Say went there in the first place? Maybe the wiping of everything actually protects her somehow. Hey bartender, you okay? Sorry, got distracted. There's not much to say, really. There's the odd silly rumor here and there. Like the vending machine's tasers malfunctioning and applying more strength. Or that the writer of The Last Reign in the World is actually living here as a brain in a jar. But those are the kind of rumors you hear from crackheads. Crackheads might hold that one last piece of info you need, but you also hear crap like that. Yeah, brains in a jar. Yeah, that's silly. Only a crackhead would believe in a brain in a jar. Happy New Year! Please come again. Okay then, but... No, wait, she's out. Gil, you there? Yeah, taking your break? Let me know if someone comes in. I got... brains in a jar is just... That's just ridiculous. Who would believe in such a crackpot theory like that? Please move on. Things are pretty quiet outside. Boop. Jill! Ah, Miss Kim. Just call me Kim. It sounds weird to be called Miss. I have so many goddamn British people in this. I got some money on Mega Christmas. Wouldn't you be happy? I guess. What can I get you? I'll have a beer. Okay. Let's get Kim a beer. It's good to see Kim back in here. Nice to know she hasn't been found in a ditch somewhere yet. Here you go. Thanks. So, how have you been doing? Pretty good, actually. My hair stopped falling out, and my appetite is coming back. I hadn't realized how much the newspaper was weighing on me until I quit. I suddenly stopped feeling defeated. I actually felt like I achieved a victory. Like I got a hold of my own life. Oh, so nice to hear. Oh yeah, I'll start bartender training in January too. Huh, really? Yeah, I did some research and it sounded cool. BTC gives you many benefits, so it sounded like a good thing to do for the time being. I don't know if it's what I want to do for the rest of my life, but it's a good start. It'll give me time to think on the next course of action. A bit of advice, don't go for BTC housing plans unless you absolutely have to. You have to sign a contract for at least 5 years of service with a cut in pay and tips. I was going to go for that one, but I backed down a bit at the last minute. How do you back down a bit? Well, I took the chance when the BTC found me an apartment, and instead of signing the BTC contract, I just asked for a regular one. I still have no idea how I got away with that one. I thought those apartments were built by them or something. Back in England they are? They have their own real estate companies. Apartment complexes where they have the means to give discounted rooms to employees. But in this city, Reality Nua holds an unspoken real estate monopoly. So BTC can't easily offer such promises. Oh. Reality Nua is a bit weird as far as companies go. Their name has become synonymous with quality, a brand built around certain expectations. But the truth is that Realty Nua has done little to no work in the last 10 years or so. Really? I mean, when they started, they managed to sell and build upon plots of land that everyone gave up on. They became a big name as far as real estate goes. But in reality, the company itself has actually done less than you'd think over the years. Most of the time. Why are we suddenly just so fucking... Realty? Man, real estate. They're cashing in on their established properties or letting others work with them. I believe in the last 10 years or so, they've only started around 3 or 4 new projects. And they're all expansions of their already established ones. You seem to know a lot about... Yeah, she does! Nah, I just read a lot about it over time, especially after hearing my landlord ramble about them. I think it's all par for the course for real estate companies, really. But it's true that when you hear a name so much, you expect something, I don't know, different. But enough rambling on my side. You must be thirsty after hearing me talk. Can I get you anything else? Let's try a sugar rush. Okay, sugar rush. I feel like I've been serving them a lot lately. Yeah, because I keep forcing you to. They're really good. And optional Carmetrine. Mix that butch. Here you go. Here you go. Yay. Actually, Jill, I came here today to thank you. Me? Yeah. Why is wrestling not on? Oh, wait, Magical Girl! That's right, we're in Chapter 3, which means Magical Girl is on. Yeah, back when I first showed up here, I was in a really rough spot. It can be rough and tough at the same time. I was shocked, I was tired, I was a total mess. I even said some really mean things, but you had patience with me. Not to mention you helped me cool down and your boss saved me. And, I don't know, I felt like I had to tell you all that before the year ended. Much appreciated, thanks. But anyway, how are you doing? Last time you were a bit off. I'm better now, thanks a lot. Glad to hear. It was weird to see you like that. It always felt like you were putting up a cool bartender act. It did? You don't? I don't. Are you sure? What you saw as a cool bartender act is what everyone else has described as being cold. I mean, cold and cool do mean the same, but nah, I don't try to put up the act. Sorry to disillusion you. I'm too much of a mess to do such a thing. Huh. Disappointed? Surprised, actually, but led me to believe that you were putting on an act. More importantly, how can I make use of it when I get assigned to a bar? Let's investigate further. Good luck with that. Say, let's try something bubbly now. Alright, let's get her a bubbly drink. I do kind of like those that because there are people who like frothy water. There's people who just act a certain way and they don't even realize that what they're acting like is a little weird. That should be enough. Age mix. There you go. Here you are. Thanks. Hey, Jill, I'm gonna need some ice. Oh, boss. Boss? Oh, I know you. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, nice to see you're fine. I'm more than fine. I'm alive. I'm here. I avoided my biggest mistake in life thanks to your timely intervention. I don't know what overcame me. I just felt like everything was shouting. I couldn't stop the shouting, so I just felt like, thank you. Don't even mention it. I just did what I felt was right. Jill, ice please. Right. Are you alright? Did you seek help? I know a couple people that could help you. Don't worry, I'm perfectly fine. I've gone to a therapist a couple of times, but he says I'm okay. Something overcame me, but you intervened and I don't know what to say. You already said thank you. Seeing that you're fine is more than enough for me. I should have come to thank you earlier. I owe you that at least. Don't worry, just go out and be happy. You have a second chance, so use it as best you can. I will. I'll be leaving. Happy New Year, Jill, and thank you again. Please come again. So, a couple weeks ago, I read some news about a woman saving a suicidal girl, catching her midair. Would you know something about that, boss? Maybe, maybe not. And there you basically have the confirmation. Whoever it was probably just did it because it was the right thing to do. Feeling lonely? That voice. Okay! Ew! Why do I have all these spoons on my desk? They're making a clanky noise. I don't like it. So, we go directly from basic confirmation that what we speculated before pretty much is true, that was the woman who jumped from the augmented eye building, and our boss may or may not have saved her. I don't know if that ever comes up if you don't read the article, but I have to imagine it still does. And now we've got fucking Anna back again. Hey Joe, long time no see. I've been playing Xenoblade Chronicles 2 in between recording sessions, so I think that might be why all the British accents are coming out of me. Really long time no see. Seriously, it feels like it's been over a year since I last saw you. I was planning on visiting you last week, but things were pretty heavy back then. So I just waited in the background until the tension wore off a bit. I cannot do this. I cannot do another one of these voices. I'm just making her a plain voice. Or I could, Earth Joe, I'm talking to you here. If I ignore her, she'll leave. I'm not an unfathomable sense of dread. You can't just ignore me, you know. Julianne Stingray, I'm talking to you. Calm down, don't fall for her taunts. How did she know my full name, though? I thought your full name was Julianne Natalie Stingray. Or did you legally remove the Natalie? Never mind that. Is she reading my thoughts? Yeah, I mean, they're kind of written in the middle of the screen. Hard not to see them, actually. Alright, that's it. I'm going crazy. That's such a self-centered way to see the world. You assume that you're crazy because you can't accept that this world could be weirder than you think. This world is amazing because of the things you just can't explain. And just because only you experience something doesn't mean it's a lie or that you're crazy. I mean, just look at ASMR. No, I'm pretty sure that's what a crazy person would say in this scenario. You acknowledged me. Shit. That's good. I'm not serving you anything. What? Why? Last time you came, I had to clean the drinks I served you off the floor. Don't be like that. The drinks were also paid for with my money. I don't know how you did it, but that set any and all plans I had for the rest of the week off balance. I was gonna buy some curry with the money I had to put up for those drinks. Doug diddy done. I know we have some slow days, but for God's sake. You okay? You look angry. I'm fine. Good job out there. I'm back. Huh, boss, what happened? Meeting cut short. At least I drank the the bottles. Are you okay? You look distraught. I'm fine. So I really can't see you. I mean, you're right in front of them. And you're wearing jeans under a skirt. Why? Just why? To annoy people, of course. Is that a new trend? What does she think she's doing? Everyone feels like it's not quite right. Everyone thinks they should call you out. They can't bring themselves to do it because it's not that wrong. There are things like spats after all. It's uncannily right, not all that wrong, and they can't stop staring. Not like anyone other than me could see it, though. They could see it if they wanted to. Jill, you're making an awful lot of faces there. You okay? Yeah, just remembering stuff. Man, I miss not being crazy. Boss, I'm leaving early today. And you stay here. Who stays where? Crap, did I just... You have to be the first person I've met who mixes their inner and outer voice. I thought I saw one of the dogs near the counter. Sorry. Oh, okay. Can I leave a bit earlier today? Sure, thanks for taking care of the fort. What about me? You haven't left yet. I'll thank you when you leave. That's not what whatever. Yeah, I definitely felt lonely with Crazy McWears stupid fucking clothes out there. God damn it, Anna. Go the entire game, bitch doesn't fucking show up, and now it's all up in my face. Now I gotta watch Night of the ID Snatchers and buy a poster of it to prevent myself from getting distracted. Damn you!